Hi, Rajee Narinesingh here, trans activist, author, and actress. Recently, I did a video on the planet and our existence here on the planet. And I talked about how, we all are born, but we really don't know where we come from. Like we're born into these lives, but we really don't know where we come from. Okay, yes, I acknowledge about sperm meeting egg and then we're created, but our bodies are created. I talked specifically about that mystical, magical thing, spirit, energy, life force that breathes life into all living things on the planet, and how miraculous it truly is, and how I believe that it has helped us to evolve as a human race here on the planet, literally from the caves to computers, leaps and bounds. So, that thing, that mystical, magical spirit, energy, life force is real, and it's so real that it's profoundly missed when you go to a funeral, as an example of someone you love, and you're looking at their body, and the thing that made that person who they are is missing. It's not there, and it just feels empty. And so, that thing is real because it's so profoundly missed when someone dies and passes away. And I think that that's a wonderful thing to look at and think about, because I know when I went to my dad's funeral about 10 years ago, and I was looking at his body, and yes, it was the physical image of my father, but it just felt so empty because it was almost like a mannequin. Looking at a mannequin, that thing that brought life to my father and made him who he was no longer there. It had gone somewhere else. It really had. So, okay, this planet, very old, very, very old. I think it's like 4.54 billion years old. And then to date, the oldest fossil, human fossil that we found, they're saying is about 3.2 million years old. That's old. And so when you think of the evolution from that first human being, probably running around and living in caves and running around in the bushes and that sort of thing, to where we have come today, it's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. I keyed in on the last 150 years or so in my recent video about our existence. And I talked about how in 1903, airplanes came to be. The first airplane flew. And then, of course, that led to space technology, and now we're going into outer space. I talked about how in 1928 penicillin was discovered, and how we've evolved leaps and bounds with with the medical community, and our technology. I mean, computers in the last 25 or so years have just, evolved to such a rate. And with the internet, basically, no matter who you are and where you are in the world, you literally, if you have a computer, you have access to the world at your fingertips. But I started thinking after I did that video about technology, and I realized that I should have gone back further. I should have actually gone back to 1752, June of 1752, when Benjamin Franklin flew that kite with a key and a silk ribbon attached to it in a thunderstorm. Now, what happened during that that flying of the kite is that effectively electricity was able to be bottled in a jar. Electricity could be bottled. And, I have to say, Benjamin Franklin was a really brave guy because I don't even know if he realized what he was doing was as dangerous as it was. But he had done previous experiments with electricity and had gotten shocked. And I don't know about you, I have been shocked low voltage, and that shit hurts. So I think that thing that I've been talking about, that mystical, magical spirit, energy, life force, and his courage had him do this experiment so that, what basically happened is it helped us as a human race to evolve like warp speed and go so much more with technology. Something that was really bigger than himself, greater than himself, because with the ability to effectively bottle electricity, lightning in a bottle, it led to just wonders in technology. And I would say, if I was there in 1752, around Benjamin Franklin when he did that experiment, I probably would have tongue kissed him. Well, not quite. I don't think so. Let me calm down. Maybe not tongue kissed him, but I probably would have given him a kiss on the cheeks. Because phenomenal. And I just think, what a man. What a man. So I think that I can safely say electricity, the advancement with that from Benjamin Franklin doing that experiment and being able to bottle lightning, actually is, if not one of the most phenomenal discoveries for mankind, the most phenomenal, because so many things are driven by electricity. I mean, for instance, this video I'm doing, if it wasn't for electricity, I wouldn't have been able to be in front of the computer doing this video. So I don't know. Do you agree with me or not? I'd like to hear from you. And what do you think? What's your thoughts on this whole thing? Do you think the Benjamin Franklin experiment with electricity and the evolution of electricity is the most phenomenal advancement for us as human beings on the planet? Get back to me. I want to hear from you. Love, peace, and blessings.